camera का problem.
If you put the if you do your face towards light, automatically the face will be visualized.
है लेकिन सर हमारा वीडियो में प्रॉब्लम है सर.
अरे आप अच्छे हैं, आप अच्छे हैं.
नमस्कार, स्वागतम. I would like to welcome you all on behalf of Independent Research Ethics Society, Vishwa Ayurved Parsad, Imami Jhandu, and International Interdisciplinary Institute for Research, Education and Skills. Today I would like to welcome with all our dignitaries, guardians, Dr. Rajesh Chawla, Director, Sri Krishna Ayurveda Specialty Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, Dr. P. Sudhakar Reddy, Professor and Head of the Department of Swasthya JSS Ayurvedic Medical College, Mysore. Welcome. Dr. Vishnu Priya Mohanty, Professor and Head, Gomantak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya and Research Center, Goa. Ms. Devjani, Research Assistant, Fellow, Teach for India, Teacher Happiness Certification. So I would like to welcome you all, along with my guardians, dignitaries, Dr. Professor V.K. Agnihotri ji, former Head of the Department, Swasthya Uttarakhand Ayurveda University, Haridwar, Professor Vishnu Prasad Sharma ji, ex-principal, Government Ayurvedic College, Guwahati, Assam, and President Vishwa Ayurved Parsad, Assam. So I would like to welcome you all and come true. So now I would like to request Dr. Vishnu Priya Mohanty ji. She is really a great example of Ayurvedic Sant, lady Sant. We have heard her day before yesterday, and now would like to have her views on Ayurveda for Ayurvedic. Welcome, Dr. Vishnu Priya Mohanty ji.
Am I audible to all? Yes, please. Welcome. Kindly unmute yourself.
Sir, namaste.
Namaskar. Swagatam.
Yeah, sir. Screen.
Yes, your screen is shared.
Sir, my screen is clear, sir?
Yes, very clear, loud and clear.
Yes.
Today you are visible also. Great. All the best. We are eager to listen you in your faster pace.
Thank you.
Welcome.
A lot. yeah, I try to learn that I should not waste all of your time. So at the onset, my regards to all of you. I started to identify Agnihotri sir, Pawan sir, and Reddy sir, and Rajesh ji, who has told about the policy and all other dignitary from Zandu Pharmaceutical, and my the co-speaker and the who are listening to me. So today, on behalf of the Health for All, I may sometimes go wrong, but wherever you feel that this might be a wrong things, then just please put into the recycle bin, considering that's my view. But as sir has told that eagerly you are ready to listen to me, so might be sometimes the things at a present looks wrong, but some way we have to collect those evidences that even though the Department of Ayush has formed and we have well equipped by the Department of Ayush, yoga become international, and now if somebody will go to abroad for doing a yoga course, getting the financial support from 30 to 40%. And we have started with different variety of startup. The different variety of schemes are well available. Even Rajesh sir has shared many of such schemes. Now the question comes, still not satisfied, that why the record, the data, the statistics of disease suffering is not reducing. So it looks like that increased numbers of hospital, increased numbers of doctors is not proportionate to the amount of health the individual persons should have. Therefore, it is necessary to improvise that somewhere there might be some wrong, or somewhere we may wrong, somewhere we need to we need to reform, where we make to the breathe in the knowledge of us, and how up in the system of medical case and the field of health. So it is essential how we can, we in the sense the leader, we the export of first necessary to be because we are leading the dominators. Now the questions can come in your mind that why I am putting such things. And sir has already introduced that I am leading to the department, and in addition, I also like to speak that I am leading to the all research project going on. Ruksha Guna immediately we translate it into English attractive words. Ruksha means dry. Now Ruksha Guna should be defined that the things what will take after will feel the necessity to drink the water.
विष्णुप्रिया जी
So how
slide
proper those through translating English, taking more essential. Hello.
No communication.
Hello.
आपके यहाँ नेट
Hello.
वीक है, आप
Yes,
चाहें
sir.
तो वीडियो ऑफ कर लीजिए.
It's okay now. Slide, actually I have not moved. I am in the first slide.
Not-
Still I am in the first slide. Slide is visible,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
slide
yes,
is
yes,
visible.
yeah, yeah.
Slide is
Sound is
visible.
okay.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Okay, can I proceed?
Yes.
Okay. So the question is that even though all of these facilities has available with us, but whatever the amount of service should transform from Ayurveda, that is somewhere we are not satisfied. Therefore, it is essential to reserve the terms and terminology of Ayurveda in its original form. Why I am suggesting, let me to clarify, that when a term comes, say simple example of dosa. What is dosa? Immediately humor. Now, if we'll exactly see humor, vitreous humor, these are liquid. So, Vata dosa is not liquid. So, a wrong concept we are educating to the juniors, to the new doctors, to whom we are sending to the populations. Similarly, the moment I will ask what is Asthi, immediately the terms will come. Asthi means bones. So, Asthi is actually not bones. Because, see, if we'll speak like Asthi is bones, then how the soft tissue can suffer sclerosis? So that sclerotic changes to the bladder, all this eye, so soft tissue suffer these problems. It means Asthi is not bones. So that amount of work is needed, that amount of clarification is needed to the system of medicines, to the system of Ayurveda. Therefore, it is essential to decode what is Ayurveda, because Ayurveda, the Ayu itself, Bhakti, Vicharana or Prapti. So Prapti is only that times fulfilled if its knowledge information should be translated to the Sangrakshana of health or either to the treatment of disease. And Vicharana, the analysis, the critical analysis should be the research protocol. Up to today itself, I will claim that up to today, we are not fit to do the research with our own terms and technology. We are supposed to face the RCT protocol given by the authority of, say, ICMR guideline or the WHO guideline. Do you feel that every research is expecting a RCT protocol? Simple, Sar has told about the Brahma Murta Uttishta. So Brahma Murta Uttishta, just 90 minutes before one person should get up from the bed. This is an information from the Ayurveda. And it is well applicable to the site where we are applying. Yasya desasya jojantu tajjam tat ausadam hitam. So is desh mein, I am staying to the Goa. So Goa sunrise say 6 o'clock. So 90 minutes before to 6 o'clock, I should get up from the bed. These statistics I have to just collect. So as observational statistical collections would be also a research. So then only the research will be a less amount of money investment research. It will not be me to research. So the so-called RCT protocols, if compulsory to the Ayurvedic research protocols, then we cannot define the Ayurveda as it expected from the classics. Therefore, it is essential to decode the Ayurveda. What do you mean by Ayurveda? That essentials to be decoded. Because the moment I Ayurveda, this is medicine, Ayurveda, this is Chakra. No, there are so many things in the Ayurveda, like related to the Sattva-Vaja Chikitsa, related to the Daiva-Vyasa Chikitsa. So we are giving more focus to the Yukti-Vyapasya Chikitsa, making planning of Ahara and Ausada, and extending the Yukti-Vyapasya Chikitsa up to the level of ADR effect. So now another window of ADR effect is coming, because just we are doing more stress to the Yukti-Vyapasya Chikitsa. We are not actually less focus we are giving to the Chikitsa. So many things are there under the Ayurveda, and that's why Ayurveda need a decoding systems, or need to decode and need to propagate, and it's with its original form. Similarly, if we proceed, that is a Khyata. The moment Khyata means Rajadaksma, some open bleeding, it is not like so. No bleedings, that is Arakta, still Khyata, like fibrosis. So it is essential to define those terms. The moment I will say Bata Samaka, Rasna is Bata Samaka, Bala is Bata Samaka. But Rasna is Apatarpaka, and that's why it is essential to apply when the Apata Bhadra or a certain period of time, Samana treatment for a long course of this, then we should laugh. So this variety of things is yet not propagated even to our students, even inside our systems. So the need is not to integrate the other system of medicines. Need is to integrate our own different branches of Ayurveda. subjects. Therefore, Saithilyata, a term I will take Saithilyata. Saithilyata also can be Kapha Kshaya, also can be because of Kapha Vradhi. Also, we can see in case of Atisveda or the Santarpanatha Bikara. So, in every case of Saithilya, I will not give the same medicine. That's why it is essential that so many times wherever I give the lectures, so many times I just my request to all of you that why not we should propagate the health actually to propagate the original terms and terminology of Ayurveda. So proceeding to the next yeah, see, this is another hierarchy of Ayush system of medicines that people look to the Ayurveda, Dirghan Jivityam or Ayush Kamyam. Kamana of Ayu is good or Kamana of life is good, but medicines of longevity doesn't means that you will have a permanent life, because Ayu Gato Dhatu. So Gati is there, the movement is there, and we are approaching towards the death. That we should not forget. So Kansa, Ravan, ये सब ऐसा काम करके जा चुके हैं, उनको ऐसा पूरा परमानेंट आयु चाहिए था. So it is not possible at all. So the main concept of life is equal to the consciousness dropping within the sarira and mana. So we have to train the sarira and mana. So to giving the mana, we have to treat the sarira, and sarira is only one lab. We cannot search any other laboratory where we can do the experimentation of Ayurveda, where you can use the concept of Ayurveda. So very matter of joke is that रसशास्त्र का बच्चा रिसर्च करेगा, वो भस्म को जाएगा और बोलेगा this is the as value. It's a matter of laugh. It's already bhasma, and still you are doing the as value of the bhasma. So instead, that amount of money invested for the research for the purpose of bhasma as value, we should use in another sector. So redefining such variety of terms is essential not just to propagate the health concept to the populations, also to make a confidence in our graduate, in our postgraduate students too. So I like to propagate this concept that here exactly the address of health. So can the hospital could be an address for the health? Yes, it could be, but it should be a temporary address. Rather, now also, this is like the Andaman Nicobar jail. So if I'll claim that Ayurveda still now in the boundary of such a variety of jail, it is yet need to make a freedom to the system of Ayurveda. Because now we like to propagate the Ayurveda, but the NRI mentality is within us. So the NRI mentality cannot just make the unfolding of Ayurveda what was there in the Gurukul Parampara, what was there in the Ayurvedic system of medicines in those days, except 2% or 5% of patients to whom such emergency treatment is essential, or such variety of health policy is essentials. Now, more innovative idea of health policy should be useful for another rest 90% of patient. Those who are actually not patient, those who are actually not subclinical treatment or subclinical conditions. So subclinical conditions to be also declared as a pathological conditions, because such definition is yet not fixed in the Ayurveda कि ये subclinical cases कभी patient declare किया जाए. Simple Padasotha, we never consider that's a patient, and patient also not come, and they are not coverage under the health policy. So matter of concept of the health policy, again we have to redefine or decode itself, because that's also a site where we can save the patient, or where we can fix a biomarker before or prior to the manifestation of the particular disease. That's why in the human system itself, everything is uncertainty. That's why I always used to speak. Katham sarire dhatu nam vaisamyam na bhavetiti. This is a system where dynamicity is inevitable, where change itself is a constant. So in this constant concept, that is change is inevitable. So our systems always exposed to the change, or always exposed to the physiological variations. So if we'll take the blood samples from 5 fingers there should be the result variations from all each 5 fingers. That variability is reflecting the health. So that way, the concept of Srotas and the observation process, it should be have a dynamic relationship with the systems and the result. And it should not be again stick to the investigation parameters. So we cannot just fix this is the BMI, so plus minus 2, all others are pathological. Because for a person, because Sara Sanghanana, for a person's might be that improportionate to the so-called BMI, but his Sanghanana is good. So the concept in Ayurveda has given Varaha eva Pusyati. This is not Mahisam eva Pusyati. So Varaha eva Pusyati is irregular formations or the structurations of the muscle cells or Mangsa Meda. That's why it's Varaha. पर महिषा तो उससे बड़ा था, so महिषा eva Pusyati लिख सकता था, नहीं लिखा है because Sanghanana is good. That's why even though BMI is crushing to that person's, but because of his good Sanghanana, he will come under a normal person. So this variety of uncertainty principles and diagnosis cannot be a certain principle. So diagnosis is very proportionate to the principle of uncertainty. And therefore, that flexibility should be given in the diagnosis systems or policy makers. So the permanent address cannot be the hospitals, cannot be the ICU. And therefore, we all should work with targeting one things, that how more and more numbers of concepts of Ayurveda can be taken to the mass education, the schooling time itself, the things should be input. So we can diminish or minimize the hospital, hospitalizations and reducing the amount of medicines. And also, again, I will say that reducing the ADR effects in the system of medicines. So it is essential to understand that what are the different other way we can define the health. What are the other way we can present the concept of health? Because here the health, whatever written in our Ayurvedic classes in the Vimansan 8th chapter, that is Rugupasamanam, first criteria. So all the self or auto certification has given. No, any times has instructed that you go to the laboratory, check your hemoglobin, that should be, and height it should be, weight it should be, blood pressure it should be, and the urine sugar it should be. That variety of strict evaluations has not given, because change is inevitable. So we cannot fix that criteria. Because see, lateral pressure executed, that we teach, but that's a fluid. Blood is a fluid, and fluid cosine value 90 is 0. It means to say that there is no pressure. So such a scientific things are available with the domains of medicines and science. We should propagate those concepts even in the medical system too. So this medical system teaches us, हमको एक दिन सिखाता था कि लीवर से ब्लड सप्लाई होता है. 400-500 बरस हर मेडिकल सिस्टम सिखाता गया, हर मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में भी यही सिखाया गया, और बाद में वो लोग सिखाया कि हार्ट से ब्लड जाता है. एक बार सोचिए, हमारा हार्ट 250-300 ग्राम है, सेकेंड फ्लोर को पानी पहुंचाने के लिए 2 हॉर्स पावर का मशीन लगता है, तो हमारे जो हार्ट है 250-300 ग्राम, वो क्या भेज सकता है 7-8 किलोमीटर तक. हमारा अगर ब्लड कैपिलरीज को फैला दिया जाएगा, वो इतने किलोमीटर को क्रॉस करेगा. क्या वो पानी सप्लाई कर सकता है? हार्ट कैन रेजिस्ट इन दैट अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेशर. So the Vedic literatures about the Pundari Kena Sadrusam Hrudayasya Tadomukam Jagratasu Vikasati, that concept yet to come, say we'll fill the water in a basin और उसको अननट कर देंगे. अननट करते ही वो पानी सीधा जाता है क्या? वो रील फुल होके जाता है. सो हमारे शरीर में कुछ भी चीज सीधा नहीं है. यहाँ सीधा हो गया तो जिंदगी खत्म. लेकिन फिर भी हमें सिखाया जाता है कि ये सब सीधा जाता है. फिर भी हमें बताया जाता है इजेक्शन फ्रैक्शन इज 100, गो टू ऑपरेशंस. So the moment patient get a chest pain, 6 surgeons remain ready to do the cut operation surgery, because it has invested a big amount of money to set the hospital. But the concept has not taught to us. The simple example of Kedara Kulyane I will take. So Kedara Kulyane हमको जैसे धातु परंपरा में सिखाया गया है, ऐसे ही खेती में देख सकते हैं हम. जब पानी बहता है, सामने मट्टी आ जाता है, कीचड़ आ जाता है, पानी अपने आप होल बना के प्रोसीड करता है. दैट हैज टॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कोलेटरल सर्कुलेशंस. सो जितना कम ऑक्सीजन होगा, यही तो लंघन चिकित्सा था, कि लंघन सिर्फ खाने के लिए नहीं, लंघन ऑक्सीजन के लिए भी, कम से कम ऑक्सीजन लेने का, तो वो लंबा आयु का प्रतीक बनता है. सो वी शुड ट्रेन आवर हार्ट टू लिव इन ए लेस अमाउंट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. और वो कैसे होगा? देयर वाज गंधर्व आयुर्वेद। सो अगर हेल्थ चाहिए, अगर कार्डियक हेल्थ चाहिए, तो हमें गंधर्व आयुर्वेद को अनफोल्ड करना होगा। गंधर्व आयुर्वेद इन द भरतनाट्यम एक स्टेज ऐसा है जिसमें श्वास मेजर से ऑक्सीजन को होल्ड किया जाता है और वो डायस्टोलिक प्रेशर में रहता है, एंड डायस्टोलिक प्रेशर में हार्ट ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई जीरो। सो वो ऑक्सीजन जो हमारा कार्डियक सर्कुलेशन है उसको कम से कम ऑक्सीजन में जीने का ट्रेनिंग हो जाता है, और वो हम भूल गया। वी स्टार्ट द ट्रेंड ऑफ जिम सोसाइटी और जिम ट्रेंड, जहां बर्गर पकड़ते हुए जिम करता है आदमी। सो हाउ वी कैन प्रोपागेट, that's why it is essential to integrate the all branches of Ayurveda and pass these messages, and really requesting all the authority of Chandu Pharmaceuticals, if you are really serious, pass this message to all the higher authority and think over it with the special meetings, how we can propagate these variety of concepts to the populations. And it is not the way through which we are proceeding. What is the other way we can proceed? So the permanent address to be incorporated, that from here for which variety of तत्व. So ये इजेक्शन फ्रैक्शन का बात मैं कर रहा था, जस्ट आई स्किप्ड टू सम एक्सटेंट। अभी जब भी हम जाएंगे स्कैनिंग करने के लिए, वहां इजेक्शन फ्रैक्शन करके हमको डराते हैं। अभी इजेक्शन फ्रैक्शन क्या है? हम जैसे सीधा पाइपलाइन में एक जगह पर पानी भरा और दूसरी जगह पर निकला, प्रेशर डिफरेंशिएशन इन परसेंटेज दे डिक्लेयर एज इजेक्शन फ्रैक्शन। क्या हमारे शरीर में कोई भी पाइपलाइन ऐसा सीधा मिलेगा? और अगर सीधा भी मिला तो वहां जैसे हमारे घर में पाइपलाइन होता है, उसको कचरा सफाई करते हैं, किसी केमिकल वगैरह डाल देते हैं, ऐसा केमिकल वहां क्यों नहीं डाला जाता है? इनफैक्ट वही करते हैं वो लोग, और बाद में वो लोग स्टंट डाल के आ जाते हैं, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर से वही पेशेंट मिलेगा। सो आज डायलिसिस है हमारे सिस्टम में, पेशेंट को बोला जाता है कोई बात नहीं, जाओ खाओ पियो फिर से आ जाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हमारे पास सारे सिस्टम अवेलेबल है। इज इट द राइट वे टू हैंडल द पेशेंट? कौन सा डॉक्टर ऐसा तैयार हो जाएगा जाके आईसीयू के अंदर इस प्रकार का मैनेजमेंट लेने के लिए? Definitely no. So because we know the things how go wrong, and therefore the message from Ayurveda should go to the populations that what are the permanent address. So उसके लिए चरक संहिता सूत्रस्थान 25 में लिखता है कि जो तत्व से शरीर बना गया है, येषाम् एव हि भावानां संपत् संजनयेत् नरम तेषाम् एव विपत् व्याधिम्। जिन जिन तत्वों से शरीर बना गया है, उन्हीं सारे तत्वों का abnormalcy can lead to the manifestation of disease। फिर हम दूसरा तत्व को क्यों सीखते हैं? सो इट इज एसेंशियल टू डिकोड दोस तत्व। व्हाट आर द तत्व? देयर इज द तत्व आत्मा, देयर इज द तत्व मन, देयर इज द तत्व काल, देयर इज द तत्व आहार, देयर इज द तत्व माता पिता। सो वी हैव टू सेग्रीगेट ऑल दोस तत्व and we have to interference those things, because the science in terms of physics, chemistry and mathematics whatever taught to us in the primary education has well utilized in the physics and well utilized in the engineering systems, but not in the medical systems, क्योंकि मेडिकल सिस्टम में हम शरीर को काट के नहीं दिखा पाएंगे, इसीलिए मेडिकल सिस्टम में वो बेसिक साइंस को उसी तरीका से नहीं समझाया गया है। इंस्टेड the linear systems of mathematics is useless to the medical systems. We should use the non-linear mathematics to the medical systems, then we can get the answer that what is the exact permanent address to the health. So unless and until we will unfold the Vedic mathematics, we will unfold the non-linear mathematics, we cannot understand these mechanisms, and therefore the fear to the disease, that is actually killing the peoples. So हमें निर्भय बनाना है, लोगों को निर्भय बनाने के लिए उन्हें ये सिखाना होगा कि यस्य देशस्य जन्तु तज्जन्त दोषं, उन्हें ये सिखाया होगा कि ये सामे वही भावानाम। सो जिस देश में हम पैदा हुए उस देश का क्लाइमेट क्या है, सनलाइट कितना है, टेम्परेचर कितना है, एयर कितना है, रेनफॉल कितना है, एंड व्हाट आर द तत्व विद इन मी। सो इट इज दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इंडिविजुअल मेडिसिन्स, एंड वी समटाइम्स गिव मोर प्रोटेक्शंस द पीपल्स टू preserve the health, but protecting more sometimes we are just restricting our exposition to the nature. So छोटा बच्चा क्रलिंग करके जाता है, कोने का धूली को घिस के उंगली डालता है नाक में, that is actually putting the allergens, necessary है, it is much essential to irritate and just through the sneezing the thing will come out. And here I like to quote, जहां अष्टांग में लिखा जाता है कि प्रीणनम जीवनम लेप स्नेह धारण पूर्णम गर्भोत्पादस्य कर्मणाम। टीचर सिखाना शुरू कर देता है कि शुक्र धातु का कर्म है गर्भोत्पत्ति। नो, वी शुड बाइफरकेट द कांसेप्ट। शुक्र धातु का कर्म इज उत्पत्ति, and garbhotpati is a vishesha karma. So samanya karma and vishesha karma should be splitted and unfold that way, and it will help to understand ACE2 inhibitor and ACE1 inhibitors, which is more famous nowadays in the COVID-19. So these ACE2 inhibitors produces the ACE1 inhibitors and well present in nose, in pancreas, in heart, जो अभी धीरे धीरे उनको समझ में आया. So the modern biochemistry try to learn as during this period of COVID-19 about the ACE2 inhibitor, ACE1 inhibitors. This was written, यही तो हमारे शास्त्र में लिखा गया था शुक्र धातु के नाम पर. So शुक्र is the उत्पत्ति कर्म. It is well doing this job by protecting our systems. And in fact ये नहीं लेके पैरासीटामोल देते हैं, and पैरासीटामोल अगर एक आदमी ओवरडोज में 4-5 बरस तक लिया, that itself is a cancerous. So this is not propagated well from the Ayurvedic systems to the others, and unless and until we will not sit together, will not propagate those things with its original forms, this is hard to achieve the real health or health for all, irrespective of any economical and any educational background. So my request is little see the natures. नेचर में कभी किसी को देखा है क्या रात को 12 बजे मंकी लोग बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, चिड़िया लोग बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं? कभी किसी को नहीं देखा. सो ये तो लाइट हमको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दे दिया इन्वेंशन करके, और हमने सब कुछ रंग करना शुरू कर दिया. सो वी सेलिब्रेट द बर्थडे पार्टी एट 12 o'clock. Who has taught us? Which classics has written these things? सो इंस्टेड हमारा यहाँ शास्त्र में लिखा गया है कि सूर्य जब पिक पीरियड में आएगा 10 से 11 बजे ऐसा सुबह, उस टाइम पर एक बार खाना चाहिए, बिकॉज पूरा अर्ली मॉर्निंग भी ठीक नहीं है एंड पूरा 12-1 बजे भी नहीं है, बिकॉज सूर्य फुल पीक में जब आ जाएगा वो पित्त काल हो जाएगा. सो कफ पित्त इज द राइट टाइम टू कंज्यूम मोर अमाउंट ऑफ फूड. और एक टाइम रहेगा जब सूर्यास्त के आसपास, दैट इज 4 to 5 PM. सो जैसे बैक वाटर में थोड़ा सा स्पीड रहता है, ऐसे ही सूर्यास्त के थोड़ी पहले थोड़ा सा पीक रहता है. सो दैट विल अगेन अनदर टाइम्स, अगर किसी को कुछ थोड़ा बहुत खाना रह गया रात को खाने से पहले वहां खा लेना चाहिए. And we should keep our stomach throughout the night empty, so that auto systems, auto rectifications will be. बैंकिंग सिस्टम देख लीजिए, रेलवे देख लीजिए, सारे जीव जंतु को देख लीजिए, सब लोग अपना ऑटो सिस्टम, ऑटो क्लैरिफिकेशन, ऑटो क्लियरेंस करते हैं. हम इंसान लोग क्या सीख दिए एक्स्ट्रा कि हम सब कुछ करते हैं गंदा, सब कुछ करते हैं उल्टा. सो इट इज एसेंशियल टू लर्न फ्रॉम द नेचर्स दैट हाउ इट इज नेचुरली बिहेविंग एंड हाउ वी शुड बिहेव टू द नेचर्स. तो भगवान ने हमको इतना सुंदर जिंदगी बना दिया, दैट इज गॉड गिफ्ट. नाउ हम अपना जिंदगी को कितना सुंदर बनाएंगे, इट्स आवर गिफ्ट टू द गॉड. एंड देयरफॉर वी हैव टू सी दैट इन व्हिच प्लेस वी आर, एंड दैट्स नाउ हैज एक्सप्लेन्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वांटम फिजिक्स और द मैथमेटिक्स ऑफ chaos, और इट इज लाइक ए concept of epigenetics. What used to speak always product of our parents. बार बार यही हमें सिखाया जाता है, आप ये बीमारी है ना तुम्हारे माँ बाप से आया है, और इसे डराया भी जाता है. माँ बाप को डायबिटीज था क्या? हाँ था, तो होगा ऑफ कोर्स होगा. बट हम एक दरवाजा से बाहर निकले, क्या हम दरवाजा से ही निकले? नहीं, इट इज जस्ट कमिंग आउट ऑफ द दरवाजा और थ्रो द दरवाजा. सो इट इज थ्रो द डोर, इट इज नॉट आउट ऑफ द डोर. सो वी आर एक्चुअली a part of this galaxy, we are a part of this universe, we are the part of the things which are present around to us. हम किसके साथ उठते हैं, किसके साथ बात करते हैं, कैसे बात करते हैं, क्या खाते हैं, क्या सोते हैं, क्या सोचते हैं, out of everything we are the product, and that is called epigenetics. It is not it is for the genetics concept. Charak Samhita is famous in the whole globe, but these are also the concept there. उसमें सीधा बात लिखा गया था कि अगर माँ बाप के आत्मा से बच्चा को आता है तो कितने बच्चा पैदा करने के बाद माँ बाप के पास आत्मा फिनिश हो जाएगा. It was the questions in the Sadhisthan first chapter. और अगर आत्मा नहीं आता है तो 3 महीना के बाद आप बोलते हैं मनः प्रविशन्ति, 5 महीना में मनः प्रवेश करता है, तो तब तक मन और आत्मा का क्या था स्थिति? क्या वो जिंदा नहीं था? अगर आत्मा के बिना जीवन संभव नहीं है तो तब तक क्या निर्जीव था? So because this is the Paramatma or the universal consciousness is working actively through the protein integrals, and that's why the phospholipid is working and receiving that is upakleida upososha. ऐसा terms हमारे शास्त्र में रखा गया है. So we should not forget those things, and forgetting those things, extra stressing so-called science is creating hierarchy in the medical systems. And we the Ayurvedic peoples ये क्या करे क्या ना करे, इस सिचुएशन से हम गुजर रहे हैं. The moment when we listen a patient of Parkinson's, तुरंत हम ढूंढने लगते हैं कि डोपामाइन कहाँ है. इंडस्ट्री को फोन करता है, इंडस्ट्री बोलते हैं हाँ डोपामाइन वो तो कॉपी कच्छ में मिल जाएगा. So is it the real solutions to supply the dopamines from the outsource? Or we should think that brain is brain and inside the skull, out of the skull, there is also a brain in the intestines. There is also the sensation in the skin. So million numbers of neurons are there in the intestines. Alpha synuclein, that is also a center through which the substantia nigra get activated through the vagus nerve. So I'll share some research what we did in the publication sectors later on. So it is essential to understand the unique selling prepositions of Ayurveda. और देश का अपना एक यूनिक सेलिंग प्रोपोजिशंस. वहां देखिए आप विक्टोरिया का रूल के हिसाब से चलता रहता है. वहां देखिए अपने हर व्यक्ति तो अपना अपना एक ओपिनियन से. हमारे देश का भी एक यूनिक सेलिंग प्रीपोजिशन है. हमारे देश के लोग खाली काफी मस्ती रहते हैं, काफी आलसी रहते हैं. यूनिक सेलिंग प्रीपोजिशन. सो आयुर्वेद का भी एक यूनिक सेलिंग प्रीपोजिशन. क्या हो गया हमको कोई आयुर्वेदिक बोला तो? व्हाई इट इज एसेंशियल टू शो आवरसेल्फ कि जैसा आप लोग का है हमारे शास्त्र में भी ऐसा ही है. Might be the tarika is different. It's not possible to everything execute in the laboratory. It's not possible to do their models or to satisfy their model. So we have to satisfy our model. यहाँ सारे laboratory इसी शरीर के अंदर है, जिंदा इंसान में है. So यहाँ laboratory तो इंसान का शरीर है. We cannot execute everything there. So it is essential to permit such variety of research and to prove the Ayurveda also have its own unique selling prepositions, which is beyond to the psychology, that is like parapsychology, which is beyond to the chemistry, that is like biochemistry, but is beyond to all such variety of physics and chemistry. So it is here not physics, it is metaphysics. Here it is not psychology, it is parapsychology. So ये terminology को हमको clear करना होगा, ये concept को हमको समझाना होगा. यहाँ अस्थि बोन नहीं है, यहाँ 200 ह्यूमन नहीं है, यहाँ साइकोलॉजी, यहाँ मानस विज्ञान साइकोलॉजी नहीं है, यहाँ मानस विज्ञान आत्मविज्ञान है. सो बिना आत्मविज्ञान में मनोदोषों सदम परम नहीं कर सकते हैं. मनोदोष का ठीक करना है तो आत्मविज्ञान चाहिए. आप उसके लिए कौन सा लैबोरेटरी दिखा सकते हैं? नहीं दिखा सकते हैं. सो इट इज एसेंशियल टू अंडरस्टैंड द यूनिक सेलिंग प्रीपोजिशंस ऑफ आयुर्वेदा. एंड देयरफॉर आई केप्ट वन एग्जांपल्स दैट एक दिन था कि हम सब जंगल में थे और उस जंगल में जब बड़े बड़े इस प्रकार का जानवर आते थे हम डर के भागते थे और डरने के टाइम पर इमीडिएटली शुगर रिलीज होता था लीवर से और उस शुगर को यूज हम करते थे, हम भागते थे. सो भागने के कारण फिजिकल वर्क्स एक्चुअली वी आर यूटिलाइजिंग दैट अमाउंट ऑफ शुगर. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम इज दैट आज हम खुद को इतना रेक्टिफाई कर लिया, हम उसको इतना चेंज कर लिया. वी आर स्टेइंग इन जंगल दैट इज सो कॉल्ड सिविल सोसाइटी. सो इस सिविल सोसाइटी में जहां हम आज जी रहे हैं वहां सामने वाला हर कोई सामने वाला हमारे लिए लायन एंड टाइगर. हम उनको डरते हैं. कभी हम अनमास्क हो जाएंगे क्या? अनमास्क कर देने के बाद हम मंकी दिखेंगे क्या? एंड दैट फीलिंग्स इज एक्चुअली सिक्रेटिंग द भय और डूइंग द भय, सिक्रेटिंग द sugar, and that sugar we are not utilizing, and that's because we are suffering so many numbers of diabetic patients, or we are getting so many numbers of diabetic patients. As it is the point. So we have to realize exactly what is the value of me. So actualizing myself or self actualizations. So be kind to yourself. दुनिया भर के लोगों के लिए काइंडफुल बनना बाद में, पहले मैं खुद के लिए काइंडफुल बने. I should watch myself, I should actualize myself, and actualizing myself is actually the goal of human life. So that to be trained, or that variety of concepts from Ayurveda to be propagated to the common society, and then only we can use the sugar which is secreted from the liver itself, and that need a jana andolan. Only a single person cannot do, or single system cannot do. This simple Ayurveda systems cannot do. So it is essential to put or to take all the peoples in that directions, that a big corporations is essential, and then we can lead or take the Ayurveda systems up to the approach of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakams. I never works here. I leading towards the illness, and we works, and because we are interrelated at different variety of kosa. So the kosa concept is there, that is mana, that is annamaya kosa, pranamaya kosa, manamaya kosa, vijnanamaya kosa, and through the kosa we are interlinked to each others. Therefore, I will take one another examples. दैट इज एटम को जब हम तोड़ेंगे और तोड़ के फाइन पार्टिकल के अंदर जाएंगे, तो अमित गोस्वामी, ही इज ए न्यूक्लियर साइंटिस्ट, अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज ओपिनियंस दैट वो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट जब हम जाएंगे वो लेप्टोगोग हम सबके शरीर में सेम है. सो द मोमेंट आई विल बिहेव रॉन्गली टू अनदर पर्सन्स, माय ओन सेल विल आस्क टू माई सेल्फ, आज डॉक्टर मोहंती को क्या हुआ है, व्हाट हैपेंस टू हर टुडे, आज ऐसा मिसबिहेव क्यों कर रहा है. सो उस जो सामने वाला को बॉडी के अंदर लेप्टोगोग भी मेरे को पूछेगा, मेरे अंदर का सेल भी मुझे खुद को पूछेगा. एंड दैट्स द प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस. So the protocol to treat the autoimmune patient, that we should take those patients to special rooms and we should suggest them that every day एक सादा पेज ले लो और उसमें लिखो, लिस्ट लिखो किस किस के साथ आप मिसबिहेव किया था, और रोज एक एक का नाम कट करके उड़ाओ. So that's a मानसिक शोधना, and that शोधना can help the persons to come out from the autoimmune diseases, because there is no treatment for that, and we speak that is idiot or idiopathic. In a sense, we are idiot to answer those questions. So how we can propagate the non-physical medicines of Ayurveda? So Ayurveda have a physical medicines, Ayurveda have a Yukti Vipassana Chikitsa. Ayurveda has not only Ayurveda, the allopath system of medicines also seen the last horizons of physical medicines, and therefore in antibiotic they are not observing the real functions of antibiotic. So they started with the that is they're speaking as a fecal transplantations. So the moment when the patient is inside the ICU, not responding to the antibiotics, and that's the times they are centrifuging the stool of the family members, and they are the supernatant itself they are putting through the oral route, and that supernatant is activating the intestines, and through that activations the system starts to receive the medicines. And यही तो हमारे शास्त्र में लिखा गया था, पुरीसा as a medicine. The first chapter Sarasindha Sutrasthana itself contained all these things, Mutra Purisa, etc. And the moment when we speak that Purisa could be a medicine, then people should laugh on us. But this was there in our Samhitas. So how we can do such more and more numbers of work to propagate that no medicines could be the medicines, and that day yet to come. And next, the ideal health policy, it's purely from from my point of view, that how we can teach each and every individual persons about the real concepts of Ayurveda, or Ayurveda in a virgin or in a very original form. It is essentials. And on one example I kept here, that in the concept of constitution itself, it represents that what is exactly adequate in that particular body, what is ideal to that body, what is symmetric to his food and medicines, and the coherent collections of elements in a right order. The patient needs to follow his personal guidelines in order to achieve and maintain his ideal healthy state. Instead, disease being a distortion from an ideal and inner orders, and that inner order should not be disturbed. Of course, the turbulence can come, the abnormality can come, but we should still leave those abnormality into a chaos, and the chaos should be divided into two ways, healthy chaos and unhealthy chaos. So healthy chaos should be entertained. अगर किसी आदमी को 4 प्रकार का काम था पहले, उसको 20 वर्ष 25 वर्ष तक 30 वर्ष तक 4 ही काम था, 4 प्रकार का काम था, अब 30 वर्ष में किसी ने और 4 प्रकार का एक्स्ट्रा काम दे दिया. So workload increases, then definitely pressure और द वो टाइम गैप के अंदर मुझे कैसे करना होगा, that target oriented work started, then pressure increases. So the real treatment of blood pressure should be कि उसका एक्टिविटी को कम किया जाए, उसको एक्चुअलाइज किया जाए कि तुम जैसा था. So it is not to just do the yoga for 1 hour or 23 hours दूसरे का कुर्सी छीनने का काम करने का. It should not be propagated that way. और योगा को आज जिम्नास्टिक बना दिया हमने, योगा को पैसा कमाने का रास्ता बना दिया. योगा was not like so. Yoga was part of Swasthya Vritta. Yoga was not a part of treatment. But except physiotherapy, we can see many windows we have opened to use the yoga as a part of medicines. So it is essential to improvise those things. So what should be the real goal of such practice? So such practice, real goal is that how we can reduce the workload, how we can train the mind, that how your mind should revert from all these things. ऐसा मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? You can ask these questions because my question is that मुझे एक पेशेंट दीजिए जो एंटी डायबिटिक मेडिसिन खा के, एंटी ब्लड प्रेशर मेडिसिन खा के अभी 2 बरस खाया, 3 बरस खाया, 4 बरस खाया, बाद में बोलता है कि मेरे को एंटी डायबिटिक मेडिसिन लेना नहीं पड़ता है, मेरे को एंटी ब्लड प्रेशर मेडिसिन लेना नहीं पड़ता है. Can anybody show this as an example? No, it means it is not medicine. It means we are giving the medicines to keep the patient resist up to that same patient throughout the year, throughout the life. That's why I take the example. Yesterday, गोवा में हम रहता है, गोवा में हमको लाल चावल मिलता है. So the brown rice is hugely available in the state of Goa. So I should take that rice. Instead, what I do? मेरे को वो पुलिस वाला राइस चाहिए, फर्स्ट पॉइंट. और पुलिस वाला क्या होता है? वो रेड कवरिंग कहाँ जाता है? रेड कवरिंग कंटेनिंग द केमिकल कंटेंट्स ऑफ मेटफॉर्मिन टैबलेट एज ए मेडिसिन टू द डायबिटीज. मतलब सरकार ने हमको चावल को 2 बार बेच दिया, उसको पॉलिश करके एक बार बेचा और उसको केमिकल लेके मेडिसिन करके बेच दिया. एंड वी आर हैप्पी विद दैट, एंड वी आर हैप्पी टू प्रोड्यूस सच वैरायटी ऑफ पॉलिसी. सो द पॉलिसी शुड बी डिजाइन्ड by thinking all of such variety of concepts. And in case of emergency, of course we need the policy, of course we need the coverage. And here the principle of treatment Charak Samhita told, याभि क्रियाभि जायन्ते, that is तदेव युक्त भैषज्यम यत् आरोग्याय कल्पते. उस टाइम पर क्या भी करो, इंसान को काटो, कुछ ड्रेनेज करो, कुछ ब्लड रक्त मोक्षण करो, कुछ एलोपैथी मेडिसिन दे दो, कैसे भी दे दो, उसका लाइफ को सस्टेन करो. वहां कहीं भी नहीं लिखा है, वहां पूरा खुला दरवाजा था. तदेव युक्त भैषज्यम यत् आरोग्याय कल्पते. भैषज्य और मेडिसिन का डेफिनेशन वहां इतना खुला ओपन है कि जो आरोग्यता को मेंटेन करेगा, जो सुस्थता को मेंटेन करेगा, जो आयु को बचा लेगा, वो सारे मेडिसिन का नाम है, उन सबका मेडिसिन का नाम दिया जाएगा. So wherever it could be or what it could be, so it would be a opening platform to incorporated all such variety of allopathic medicines or first grade emergency medicines to the system of Ayurveda. So this open access can be openly declared. And instead हम यह नहीं करके क्या करते हैं, हम ऐसा ही रिसर्च करेंगे जैसे वो लोग करते हैं. What is essentials? क्योंकि ये ऐसा फिश नेट रिसर्च है, जिस प्रकार का कोणा का जाली लेके समुद्र को गया, उसी साइज का मछली मिला, और बाद में मैं बोलता हूँ समुद्र में इसी साइज का मछली मिलता है. Is it like so? So it is our own assumptions, our own predictions, and we are predicting the unpredictable future, and we are declaring these things in the system of medicines, and we are thinking that Ayurveda is propagating in the right way. Can we claim these things in such a way? So the emergency protocol to be fixed, and it should not just like a copy paste from their system of medicines. And therefore, जैसे नमामि गंगे का प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, ऐसा ही हमारे सिस्टम में उस प्रकार का गंदगी को साफ करने के लिए और उस प्रकार का एप्लीकेशंस को लाने के लिए इट इज एसेंशियल टू पुट सच नमामि गंगे वैरायटी ऑफ कंसेप्ट्स. ऐसा क्यों चाहिए? बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ गर्भईसा का कंसेप्ट है. अब गर्भईसा को ठीक करने के लिए ऋतु शोधना कंसेप्ट शुड बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड. देयर इज रसशेषा जीर्ण. किसी पेशेंट को, किसी आदमी को पूछ लीजिए कि सुबह 1-2 नंबर गया, हाँ 2 नंबर गया. अच्छा 2 नंबर जाने के बाद सैटरडे संडे देख के एक आधा इच्छा भेदी का गोली दे दीजिए, तो उसको 6 से 7 बार कम से कम लूज मोशन होगा. वो कंटेंट कहाँ से आया? क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए. अगर वो कंटेंट शरीर के अंदर वर्षों वर्ष रहेगा तो क्या वो रसशेषा जीर्ण नहीं है? We don't feel those things to be cleaned from our systems. क्या ये नमामि गंगे नहीं है? सर हमारे शरीर का भी उसी प्रकार का इंटीग्रेशंस और इंटीग्रेटिव कंसेप्ट्स को लाना जरूरी है. सो ये सिर्फ ऋतु संधि इसी रीजन से नहीं था. इट इज एसेंशियल टू थिंग्स. और जो गांव में जितने सारे और अनदर वे आई हैव इंटरप्रेटेड द नमामि गंगे प्रोजेक्ट कि हमारे गांव में जितने सारे गली है, जितने सारे नाला है, उन सारे नालाओं को सफाई करके उसमें छोड़ना चाहिए. क्या छोड़ना चाहिए? जलों का छोड़ना चाहिए. उसमें क्या छोड़ना चाहिए? वो 2 मुंडी वाला स्नेक है ना, उसका ब्लड बहुत ही अच्छा है, एंटीस्पाज्मोडिक. ट्रीटमेंट के लिए, बिकॉज टुडे वी आर believing on the system of medicines, that is Ayurveda, but we are lacking the resources. So who will do the work for these resources? Why not we are thinking that our BMS graduates to be appointed under forestry department? क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट नाम ले लिया ना, ऐसा दिखता है कोई जानवर रखने का जू है. नो, there should be a sub forest where all the animal product written in Samhita to be cultivated there. If we expect the health for all, then we should work through these variety of steps. ऐसा ही मेराइन बायोलॉजी में हमारा बीएमएस के लोग काम करना चाहिए, ताकि हम सारे जो मेराइन प्रोडक्ट है उसको रिसोर्स कर सकते हैं. सो माय ऑल माय रिक्वेस्ट और my sincere request to all the authority present here, please propagate those concepts and please work and give more focus to those variety of Namami Gange project too. And this was also a point to put here. निदान शब्द बोल दिया तो तुरंत बोलेंगे डायग्नोसिस, but it is not like so. निदान is the course of all संप्राप्ति, all events. It is a mega events going from the stage जब से एक्सपोज हुआ, जब से बीमारी बना, उसके बीच में कितने कुछ हुआ. निदान हुआ, लक्षण हुआ, संप्राप्ति हुआ, उपसय हुआ, अनुपसय हुआ, ये सब कुछ तो चाहिए हमको. So it is not at all the terms as we are using. So the terminology concepts once more I like to keep here, क्योंकि ये सारे ऐसा दिखता है कि संस्कृत के अंदर बात है. नहीं, एक एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ. अगर हम किसी अक्षर को लिया और उसका मकारांत बना दिया, सो मकारांत कम, खम, गम, ये प्रोनाउंस करते हैं. The moment when we are pronouncing makaranta letters, there is an extra pain to umbilical regions. So a mass education should be that makaranta pronunciation can ignite the Jatragni, and it should be a research project to the Agnimandya patient. Similarly, Visarganta Sabda, K, K, G, pronouncing those this way, the lower pelvic regions remain activated. So the patient of constipations should sit together and pronounce that way. तो जैसे मोहनजोदड़ो हड़प्पा में बाथ के लिए बड़ा स्नानागार था, ऐसे हर गांव में इस प्रकार का रिसर्च के लिए, इस प्रकार का आयुर्वेदिक ट्रीटमेंट के लिए हॉल होना चाहिए, जहां उस प्रोनाउंस, जैसे हम वैदिक लिटरेचर में हम संस्कृत वगैरह का प्रोनाउंसिएशन करते थे, ऐसा मास सीटिंग में प्रोनाउंसिएशन होना चाहिए. एंड दैट कुड बी ए नॉन फिजिकल मेडिसिन. It is essential to do that way. Or some more example I like to take, that is say placebo therapy. So why I am taking placebo therapy? Because many times I encourage the non-physical medicines, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि ये केमिकल शरीर के अंदर से ही सीक्रेट हो सकता है. It is hugely available inside the systems. हमें सिर्फ उसको सिस्टम को एक्टिवेट करना है और उस टाइम पर एक्टिवेट करना है. A simple example we can take, by giving a blue placebo, blue color in the capsule, there will be good sleep. Red color placebo tablets or capsules can relieve from the pain or give a stimulation to the systems or enthusiastic to work. And sometimes the costly placebo give more good feelings to the patient. हम अगर बोल भी दिया पेशेंट को ये प्लासेबो है, तब भी वो मांग के लेता है. डबल डोज को दिया तो डबल बेनिफिट्स मिलता है. It means to say that there are such variety of field where we can do more work and we can propagate Ayurveda in a better positions, or we can design policies that way also. Therefore, all these principles of Ayurveda, we know that is a very antique concept, but those antique concepts can be, जैसे हम जेवलिन में दूर फेंकना है तो पीछे से जाके दूर फेंकते हैं. So, जो जितना एंटिक है वो उतना मॉडर्न भी बन सकता है. यहाँ पानी पीने के लिए सुश्रुत संहिता में लिखता है कि पानी को लेते हैं 1/8, 1/6, 1/4 और हाफ, ऐसा बॉयल करके इवापोरेट कीजिए, बाद में वही पानी दिव्य उदक बन जाएगा. सो आज हम आरओ को मिनिमाइज करके हम उस प्रकार का कंसेप्ट को कैसे प्रोपागेट कर सकते हैं. बाद में आप बोलेंगे कि बॉयल करने के लिए ज्यादा आग लगेगा, ज्यादा गैस खर्चा होगा. सो हम जिस देश में रहते हैं यहाँ तो सूर्य का प्रेजेंस ज्यादा है, और यही तो था महाकालेश्वर मंदिर, उसी से ही टाइम फिक्स था. हम जो आज घड़ी पहन रहे हैं वो घड़ी किसी देश के हिसाब से सेटिंग किया गया है. हमारा यहाँ तो इसलिए महाकालेश्वर टेम्पल इज फेमस क्योंकि वहां से मार्स का डिस्टेंस कम है, और दैट्स द थिंग्स एंटी कंसेप्ट। इसलिए वो महाकालेश्वर मंदिर, हम शिव जी को प्रणाम करने का रीजन यही था कि काल का जो देवता है वो समय का जो देवता है, इसीलिए इट इज एसेंशियल टू अंडरस्टैंड दोज थिंग्स। और वो सूर्य का यूटिलिटी करके, या तो सोलर पैनल से, द सोलर सिस्टम से, बट दिस थिंग्स शुड बी प्रोपागेटेड एंड देन द हिडन concepts of आरोग्यता we can. So we are the human beings and we have extra power than other animals. That's a vocal communications. So this verbal communications or the vocal communications, it need to explore all those conscious or the superhuman experiences. So this is actually not superhuman experiences because it is not used to, so I am using these terms. And the ultimate physicians, he will be who provide the health if the health concepts helps to us to remove the emotional turbulence related to the health concept, related to the all emotional factors, and then only the savidya amrutam asnute. तभी वो विद्या अमृत बनेगा, तभी वो विद्या व्यक्तिगत नहीं, सामाजिक स्वास्थ्य और health for all populations. That's a bottom-up approach will be applicable to the whole human society. So thank you for your kind listenings. If any questions, we can proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vishnupriya ji. Thank you very much. बहुत ही innovative concepts. Actually, to negate the negativity of pandemic, we have also started our contribution like a squirrel to Ram Setu. We have started this webinar series and you have really highlighted excellent points. I hope today Professor Madan Thangvelu from UK and Dr. Jagdishwar from Telangana both will be definitely appreciating you. So I would like to request first of all Dr. Madan Thangvelu ji that on which topics he was generally desiring that is now explored by Dr. Vishnupriya. Professor Madan Thangvelu, genome biologist from UK. Welcome, sir.
Pavanji, namaskar. I was namaste ji, namaskar. Vishnu ji, namaskar.
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Vishnu
Namaskar.
I'm
Namaskar.
namaskar. Agnihotri ji, namaskar. All senior members.
Namaskar ji, namaskar.
I was mesmerized, Vishnupriya ji, I was mesmerized by your presentation. आपने जो चीज़ बताया, I have taken the liberty. अगर पवन जी की थोड़ा सा permission लेके अगर हम एक दो slide share करें आपसे, then you will see.
सर कहाँ शर्मिंदा कर रहे हैं, परमिशन आपका प्लेटफॉर्म आपकी
नहीं जी, बिना आपके इजाज़त we can't do anything here. So
नहीं सर ऐसा नहीं.
हमारे Vishnupriya ji, I enjoyed this and I just want to share a few slides which I presented recently. Harish ji bhi hai हमारे साथ, Canada में पिछले हफ्ते I presented something. And I just want to put this in the context of many things that have been presented today. एक की health क्या चीज़ है? So this is a very important question and I just want to bring that out. Number two is, what is the way out? कि जैसे Vishnupriya ji just mentioned, are we addressing the problem correctly? The larger part of my presentation is at this Canadian India Foundation web page. वो address यहाँ पे है जी. Now, I have put this first slide here. Vishnupriya ji का एक slide. What is the permanent address of health? And Vishnupriya ji has taken us to the heart of this thing. Dr. Reddy has taken us to the heart of it. And I want to put one sentence here, that life is what is lost in the test tube. And this was a very important comment that was made by Erwin Chargaff, one of the scientists who gave us the rules for DNA. He said, the moment we start doing an experiment, we lose life. So the permanent address, as Vishnu Priyaji has correctly said, the permanent address has to be found in the Mahabhutas, the Panjabhutas. So that is one thing. Second point I want to touch is aspects of non-pharmacological interventions. Vishnu Priyaji has given us some of this, or Rajesh ji has touched on some of it. Reddy Saab has touched on many things. Are people thinking about this non-pharmacological intervention? Yes, यहाँ पे यूरोप में जो ओल्डेस्ट मेडिकल स्कूल है फ्रांस में, मॉन्पेलियर में, वहाँ के प्रोफेसर साहब है, प्रोफेसर ग्रेगरी नीनो, कैंसर वगैरह उसमें भी करते काम. ग्रेगरी जी ने एक किताब लिख रखा, non-pharmacological intervention and an essential answer to current demographic, health and environment transitions. So what Vishnu Priyaji has touched, we have friends in other places that will resonate with that thinking, but we need to reach out to those people. All this is in the context of global health and care, and where Ayush systems have a big role in understanding infectious disease, non-communicable diseases, reproductive health, mental health, cultural dimensions of medicine. And Ayush provides a holistic answer. And our first speaker, Rajesh ji, and also Reddy Saab mentioned about our Ayush professorships. Chairs are allocated in many countries. We can do much more there to show the difference between health and healthcare. Health, I am putting it very bluntly, health right now is being held as a prisoner or a hostage of healthcare. Commercial healthcare is a big problem for us. Now, Ayushman India provides some initiative of what is going on. And there are many messages in this image here. Ki Ganga ki jo aarti jo hoti hai, or jo Vishnu Priya ji, what she mentioned, there are many symbolisms in this image. That Ganga has an image that can be equated to the flow of something in our bodies also. If it is kept clean, it's an indication of how our bodies must be kept clean. The emphasis on drugs is essential, but I think it must be put in the correct context. And our Ministry of Ayush is doing a lot of work, but the emphasis must not go completely towards drugs. There are three pillars that I talk about, which is health promotion, health maintenance, and disease prevention. Our thinking must also go to that. I enjoyed Reddy Saab's comment on Swasthavrit. Agnihotri ji is here with us. The biology of Swasthavrit is very complicated, and I will come to that in a few slides here. Now, we know all this TKDL, which was Reddy Saab mentioned about this, but we must put this in context. We must look at the link between medicine with food as medicine. Medicines, our medicines and food have side benefits. And there are claims like this on the left-hand side, India Today some time ago, saying liver injury in people. Yes, there may be some people who are susceptible to certain herbs, and we must understand those people. And we can't say just because there are a few people who are susceptible to it, the whole procedure is wrong. No, we shouldn't permit that kind of thinking. Food with side benefit, khichdi, is an example which we use, but we are never able to explain the reason for this. What are the areas where this principle of health is being different from healthcare? Where are these being discussed? I have put here one event that was concluded recently, September this year, in the Czech Republic. And we are saying health knows no boundaries, just like people are claiming viruses are going around the world, there are no boundaries for this. Similarly, that connection that we should point to is about health. Health is also independent of boundaries. And Vishnu Priyaji's slide here is very, very important, that we need Jana Andolan. People must come together, And this is one of the outcomes of our Prague platform, as we call it, that it is time for a change, and health, we must recognize health also knows no boundaries. We must empower individuals to improve individual health, and we must catalyze citizens' global health policy pacts and have a health a global health and well-being system, you know, and we must emphasize de-risking. And I have shown here just one state from India, Uttar Pradesh, Pavanji ka traditional state. We have 73 million people in this state, and poor people. And if we compare it to Canada, which was the comparison I made at my presentation in Canada, the 73 million people is about 2 times, just under 2 times the population of Canada in a land area that is less, just a little more than 3% of the land area of Canada. And this is at a time when India's health budget, the entire health budget for India, is less than the annual research and development budget for big companies like Pfizer and Johnson Johnson. हमारी पूरा देश का health budget is just under 10 billion pounds. And that is the monthly expenditure for health care, the National Health Service here in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom spends about 10 billion, 10.2 billion pounds per month for looking after the health of about 66 million people. And for us, with 1,350 million people in India, that is our entire annual budget. We have to find another answer, another solution. And when the difficulty here is when we bring 2 systems together, you know, when we bring modern medicine and Ayush systems together, then this is what ends up. There are areas where both sides agree, okay, sanitation is important, etc., etc. That is in the right-hand quadrant here. Both sides are agreeing. Some places where Ayurveda agrees, but modern medicine is not happy. And here we need to do some research. And finally, there are some areas where both sides are unclear. And Vishnupriya ji has touched on many points. Reddy Saab has touched on many points there. Much of the
Slides are not moving, sir.
It's not moving, ji? Can't?
Now moving. Now moving.
Ab aa gaya. Achha. So let me just go back. Yahan pe, Pavan ji, did you see this slide?
Yes.
Achha.
अभी देख रहे हैं.
अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे this is where Rajesh ji's presentation is sitting. Both sides are agreeing. ठीक है, some modern care is required, but how many people can afford this domain? The poor people of Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh or Uttarakhand who are living in villages, who are living on maybe less than 100 rupees a day, they cannot afford this care. We need to find another answer for this. And this is where principles of Swasthavrit and Ayush systems come to use. And we need education. We need to take this message out to people. This area is where the ICMR, ICAR, the CCRAS and central councils are working. They must work in this space. And the advanced research must come from the big institutions, interministerial activity, Ministry of Science and Technology must come into Ayush systems. I give you 1 or 2 examples as we proceed. This is knowledge that has been with us for millennia. And what we have heard today, Nagarjuna's Panchadasha Prakara. And whenever I show this slide, I say, if we look at these Panchadasha Prakara and we look at approximate translation here, this is all just modern physiology. This is all physiology. It has been with the human form always. And that physiology is there, and we need to understand the physiology. There are some dimensions of this physiology that we cannot understand yet, but some are being understood. I present this as a slide to show how the immune system changes with the ritus. So this evidence is now almost 7 years old about how genes are changing their expression at different times of the year. In the Northern Hemisphere, there are some genes that are stable across the seasons, and some shown in green and red that fluctuate with the seasons. And this study done here in Cambridge by John Todd for about 4,000 protein coding genes, their analysis is that the immune system has a profound pro-inflammatory profile during the winter months with known markers. So Vishnupriya ji has given us some ideas about these things, and we can see which are the genes that are up or down regulated, and particularly important here are the clock genes, and those genes are expressed. So Dinacharya is being, Ritucharya is being presented at the level of cells and the biochemistry of the cell. Once again, health is different from healthcare. How can we visualize this differently? Here is a small, on the left-hand side is a poster from the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, talking about One Health. Everything is connected together. Health of the animals, health of the plants, human health, environment health. Everything has to be considered together. And this is, when we look at the so-called United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 goals, it is just a reflection of what is there and what is in our texts for thousands of years. But somehow we are not able to convey our language and our ideas correctly so that we can enable health at scale. Health, I don't mean disease or disease care, but enabling health. And most important in this is education, and education for sustainable health and care. And I emphasize this one point, that the study of the human body in health and disease, not just in health, but also in disease, not just in disease, but also in health. And it must be taught differently from schools, primary school, secondary school, all the way to medical colleges. Doesn't matter whether it's homeopathy, doesn't matter whether it's Unani, doesn't matter whether it's yoga, doesn't matter whether it is Siddha or Ayurveda or modern medicine, there is a need for a change. And it is messages like what we have heard today from our speakers that will take us to that point where we need to reconsider what is health. Health is different. We have too many specializations. Rajesh ji's, Chabar ji's presentation today had all those specializations, but that is not health, see. That is a business model. How can we take health and convert health into a business model? What are the revenue streams there? And I think we need to start thinking about this. And there are countries where, Singapore is an example of a country where this thinking is being revisited. And Singapore has distilled their message as the 3 beyonds for future health and care. Beyond healthcare to health. Beyond hospital to community. Beyond quality to value. And these are points that are being exercised in small nations like Singapore, who are very densely populated. They cannot afford mistakes. So they have to think about future of health and healthcare. The same situation for all the states of India. For India, we have to consider a different way of health. And what are the initiatives that we are taking here from the European Ayurveda Association, for which I am General Secretary, and the Medical University in Austria in Graz, and the team from France, from Dijon in France. We are interacting with the All India Institute of Medical Science in Delhi, Department of Physiology in 2019, first in January, February, last day of January, first day of February, we had a meeting there about an Indo-European workshop on next generation physiology for healthy lifestyle. Within that is physiology for good health and prevention of non-communicable disease. Now, Ayurveda is at the heart of this kind of discussion. But sometimes I feel a little unhappy that a few miles away from Ansari Nagar, which is where All India Institute Medical Science is in New Delhi, to Sarita Vihar, which is where we have the All India Institute of Ayurveda, which is only about less than 10, 12 kilometers away, the dialogue has not matured. And I don't know how to do this, but I think with people like Vishnupriya ji and others, we must come together to make this dialogue more clear and forceful. And there are many other areas where Ayush need to go into a global health dialogue. And shown in this slide on the left-hand side is the technology that we have today. We can collect data from individuals, from communities, from even single cells, huge amounts of data, but we don't know how to put it together. On the right-hand side is one of the limitations with Ayush systems, causality. We don't know how to connect what we are describing as Swasthavrit or some treatments that we have, how to connect it with the principles, the deep principles that we have, whether it is our tattvas or whether it is the principles of modern biology. We find it difficult, but we need to overcome them. We need to find a solution, because the future of medicine is going towards personalized, predictive, preventive, participatory, precision medicine. And there are bigger conditions like cardiovascular disease or obesity. These are all things, hypertension, these are all things waiting there, which are the bulk of the disease. What we see in COVID is only a very, very small blip in the total disease that is happening in the world. The fifth industrial revolution is what is making all this happen. Look at the ease with which we are communicating. I am sitting here in England, in Cambridge. I'm talking to you, to Bishnupriya ji sitting in Goa, to Vishnu Prasad ji sitting in Assam, to Agnihotri ji sitting in Uttarakhand, and Calcutta. People are joining us. So this is the fifth industrial revolution, where we are going to move ideas and, use the telecommunication to move things, etc. I want to highlight, there are so many other things. You will find much of this presentation at the Canada India Foundation website. And I want to finish off with one point here. This is from the European Parliament in Brussels. There is a panel for future of science and technology. And within their website, you can see many, many details about the thoughts that are going through. And one of the points that they're discussing is new drug delivery methods. Now, their mind is completely fixed on drug delivery. There is a feeling here in Europe that the only reason why we have disease is because we don't have enough medicines. There is no thinking going towards promoting health, maintaining health, or preventing disease. That thought doesn't go through. And partly it is an economic issue, because there are too many commercial interests in wanting to promote disease. It is unfortunate to say in such blunt words, but that is how it is. The economic model that is the foundation for Europe is based on certain industries that are not friendly for health. Processed food, for instance, so many other issues. And so I'm going to finish there. There is much more here that I would like to share with all of you, but I'm so happy that I had a chance to be with all of you today. Thanks to Pavanji, as always, for bringing us together. Pavanji, thank you for bringing us together. And most of all, thanks to our speakers today, Rajesh ji and Professor P.S. Reddy, and all the senior people here, and most of all to Bishnupriya ji for bringing such boldly so many important ideas and the changes that are needed to take and to make a new basis for health, which is the way to arrive at health for all. And that is based on certain deep principles that make the body of what is Ayush systems. I'm not pointing just to Ayurveda, but I'm talking about the whole system, the Ayush system that also has within it the Tibetan medicine, the Soripka medicine, the Tibetan system, and also the undocumented tribal systems that are the folk medicine systems that are there. All of that needs to be revisited. And Bishnupriya ji correctly mentioned, we need to point towards the new approaches needed, and we must demand that these initiatives be funded. We need to come up with the ministry, the cabinet, and we must take the dialogue to the Prime Minister's office and to the cabinet and to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and to Ministry of Ayush, and to all the ministries, because they are all involved in this whole scheme. So I leave it there. I invite all of you to visit that my presentation in the Canada India Foundation website, where you will find, I will put the chat on the chat box. So thank you so much again for this wonderful initiative today and the presentations. Pavanji, namaskar.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Today, recommendations are clear and loud by Reddy sir and Vishnu Priya ji. We have to revive Ayurveda, no doubt. So on next, I would like to request Dr. Harish Verma ji from Canada. Dr. Harish Verma ji. Am I audible to you?
पवन जी नमस्कार, डॉक्टर मदन जी नमस्कार,
नमस्कार जी,
नमस्कार, नमस्कार
डॉक्टर
सर.
अग्निहोत्री जी नमस्कार, डॉक्टर विष्णु प्रसाद जी नमस्कार, डॉक्टर
नमस्कार. हाँ, हरीश वर्मा जी नमस्कार.
सभी आचार्यों को प्रणाम, नमस्कार. तो मैंने एक क्वेश्चन पोस्ट किया था डॉक्टर राजेश जी के लिए कि एज द इंडिया इज नाउ चेंजिंग फॉर आयुर्वेदिक प्रोफेशनल्स, कि यहाँ वेस्ट में हम लोग एरर एंड ओमिशन इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं. Is there any insurance policy which provides financial protection to Ayurvedic professionals in the event that they get sued for causing damages, losses, or bodily injury as a result of their negligence, error, or mistakes? तो क्या ऐसा कोई provision है इंडिया में? So that because now the time is changing, इस तरह की जो वेस्ट में हम लोग फेस करते हैं legal issues, all Ayurvedic practitioners we have to take एरर एंड ओमिशन इंश्योरेंस इन प्रैक्टिस. तो क्या इंडिया में भी ये प्रोसेस शुरू हो गया है एरर एंड ओमिशन इंश्योरेंस का या नहीं?
सर, आप प्रोफेशनल इंडेमनिटी इंश्योरेंस की बात कर रहे हैं?
जी 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 जी
सर, अनफॉर्चुनेटली प्रोफेशनल इंडेमनिटी इंश्योरेंस आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर्स के लिए आज भी नहीं अवेलेबल है. इट्स अ वेरी सैड स्टेट.
इस पर काम करना पड़ेगा.
कुछ जगह पे जहां ग्रुप मेडिक्लेम पॉलिसी चलती है, ग्रुप इंश्योरेंस चलता है, वहां पे हमारे आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर को, जैसे एग्जांपल देता हूँ, माय वाइफ इज ए सीनियर कंसल्टेंट एट सर गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल इन न्यू दिल्ली. तो वहां पे उनका डॉक्टर्स फोरम बना हुआ है, और उस डॉक्टर्स फोरम के अंदर उन्होंने इंश्योरेंस अपने सारे डॉक्टर्स की ली हुई है. तो उस डॉक्टर्स फोरम के अंदर जो इंश्योरेंस ली, उसमें इन्होंने आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर्स को, वहाँ पे आयुर्वेदा और होम्योपैथी डिपार्टमेंट है, तो उनकी भी डॉक्टर्स को साथ में जोड़ लिया. वहां पे तो चलो मिल गया इंश्योरेंस, बट एज ए इंडिविजुअल, एज कंसीडर माई सेल्फ, मैं प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ मार्केट के अंदर और मुझे एक प्रोफेशनल इंडेमनिटी इंश्योरेंस चाहिए. तो आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर के नाते अगर मैं जाता हूँ किसी भी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को अप्रोच करता हूँ, तो वो साफ डिनाई करते हैं कि नो, देयर इज नो सच प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल वेयर वी कैन कवर आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर फॉर प्रोफेशनल इंडेमनिटी. इट्स अ वेरी सैड स्टेट. मैं सर सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आई थिंक वी शुड अप्रोच टू इंश्योरेंस रेगुलेटरी एंड डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी बेस्ड एट हैदराबाद to come out with such a product जहां पे हम आयुष प्रैक्टिशनर को भी प्रोटेक्शन मिले.
जी, डॉक्टर पवन जी इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा विचार करिए. और मेरे ख्याल आज की जो वेबिनार आज का है, इसका बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज हमें यही होगा कि अगर आयुर्वेदिक प्रैक्टिशनर्स के लिए हम एरर एंड ओमिशन इंश्योरेंस इंडिया में लागू करवाएं, गवर्नमेंट के प्रेशर से, अपने प्रेशर से, जैसे भी हो सके. तो ये एक आज का पॉइंट था. तो आज इतना ही. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर हरीश जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. मैं स्वागत करता हूं डॉक्टर संग्राम केसरी भी मेरे साथ हैं, मेरे छोटे भाई डॉक्टर विष्णु प्रिया जी के साथ. वेलकम वेलकम डॉक्टर. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट डॉक्टर विष्णु प्रसाद शर्मा जी फॉर हिज वैल्यूएबल कमेंट्स.
अच्छा, नमस्कार. Respected Professor Dr. V.K. Agnihotri ji, Professor Dr. Modan Thangavalu ji, Dr. Harish Verma ji, Pawan Kumar Sharma ji, dear distinguished speaker and learned audience. It was a pleasure listening to such an insightful talk on health for all, protect everyone. Was significant in several ways, the most important being that through this meet we get a glimpse into the vast potential of traditional medicine in offering cure to the ailing mankind. All the speaker has presented their talk very nicely. Dr. Rajesh Sobra nicely described how we will get the insurance benefit of Ayurvedic treatment. Again, Dr. P.S. Reddy explained regarding we should have to follow the Dinosajja for maintain our health. Again, Dr. Vishnupriya Mohanty nicely explained her talk regarding describe where we have to use the herbal medicine or herbal drugs, and she gives stress regarding use Ayurvedic terminology and to do more research and give nirbhay to the patient. It was a very wonderful talk today. And from my side, I want to say that whatever mentioned in our Ayurvedic classic regarding Rasayan therapy for maintain our health, we have to take the Rasayan therapy. What is Rasayan therapy? Use of some herbs and follow the rules and regulations for maintain health. If we take this herbs, beauty is that herbs can be used as a preventive aspect also and as a curative aspect also. So if we take this herb and follow the rules and regulations, maintain health, that means Dinosajja, then definitely we can keep our body healthy. So I offer my sincere thanks all the eminent speakers for their excellent talk, and thank you Pawan Kumar Sharma ji for organizing a very wonderful talk. Namaskar to Madan Thankabalu ji, Professor Agnihotri ji, Harish Verma ji. Namaskar, namaskar.
Thank you for your blessing, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Professor V.K. Agnihotri ji for his valuable comments. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you, Pawan Sharma sir. And our regards to Madan Thankabalu sir, Sir Vishnu Prasad Sharma ji sir, and all the dignitaries along with the speakers of today. At the outset, what sector Dr. Rakesh Chawla ji put forward, it was covering with a special relation to the insurance system. How much Ayush practitioners and are after giving their services helpful for the claiming of the expenses done by the patients who opt the Ayurvedic system of medicine. And he elaborately talked about so many things that some sectors are there, some policy holders and some companies are giving only 10%, 20% or 50%, and some are at par. He talked about Star Health also. And in Star Health, I think it is governing all, whatever the sum assured. I mean, if it is 2 lakhs, to up to 2 lakh expenses, they will come with you. Of course, with the formalities like information regarding of the ailment within 24 hours and all that. So his address was a very informative to us all, that how we should make sound to the patient, that in what way you are going to benefit if you cover the Ayurvedic medicine. Our next speaker was our Professor P. Sudhakar Reddy, one of very good friend of mine, and he covered the total area which is a preventive approach to each and every person. There is not needed to be a patient. So, and he covered all the tools with the evaluation of our Dincharya Racharya Tirupastambh Sadvrta Palan, and his one project regarding the awakening in Brahma Muhurta, which he carried out in 500 patients along with the 100 students of hostel. So that is worth appreciating, and that makes a milestone to awakening for the Brahm Muhurta. And what I was thinking about, that where the health is, that I will cover after the speaker's coverage of the address. So our third speaker, Madam Vishnu Priya, as usual, as we heard her earlier, she made everything possible which was there in Charak Shushut Bhag, but Hasha Sangita and so on. But before putting any word in her address, I would like to say that, not only say, I would pay my heartfelt, sincere regards to the teachers who taught her. It is definitely what we are missing. She is speaking, but the fact is how revered, how knowledgeful their teachers were, who produced like such an ocean of knowledge, which she is without taking any breath. I don't know when she takes the breath. Speaks Tata's cook, free flow of Tata's cook. And again, I congratulate to those students who are her students, because they are learning at daily basis whatever she is having. If you just put a nail or any side of the skin, the knowledge will come out in a free flow. I surprised that what everything is written in the text, and she is reading in between the lines and putting forward in such a graceful manner that is there. That's why our Professor Shukla used to say that the moment I touch Charaka Sangita, it opens newer vistas on every day. So goes the case. Her presentation regarding the Pundike and Sadrisham, her approach towards the Kedari Kulyanyaya, her approach to the Gandharva Ayurveda, I heard very sincerely. I was eager to listen her. So she covered, and rather I was thinking that this is the fullest dose for our Madan sir, that how he is going to analyze what she is putting and how deep the Ayurvedic text is. So always we will be hungry and fond of her lecture, because she is really a great scholar of Ayurveda, the great scholar of our Sangitas. She should be awarded with the Charak, Adhunik, modern Charak, like Banwai Lal Gaur sir. She is speaking like that. And now second thing, where I have to talk with our Madan sir, he caught the point. Whatever she projected, he caught the point, and very naturally, the evaluation of Dinicharyas and Ritucharyas approach in the terms of the modern modules and their scientific research work, and declared that it is responsible even for the changing in the genome, and which are responsible for the say our immunity system. Wonderful. So the text is there. The scientists are invited to make their module by their own and put forward with their inference. The fact is, they will simply reattest the fact that it is already there in our text. But one unhappiness he put forward, that he is unhappy regarding the distance which has not been covered in between the Ames Ansari Road to Ayya Saida Bihar. It's hardly 12 to 14 kilometers. With my humble submission and with all my I should say sorriness, that there may be a background of ego. What I heard in 40 years back, these Ayurvedic persons, ये तो चूरन चटनी वाले हैं, ये घास फूस वाले हैं. तो चूरन चटनी और घास फूस वाले, और ये अपने नाम के आगे डॉक्टर क्यों लगाते हैं? ये तो वैद्य लगना चाहिए. इसने काफी कुछ आयुर्वेद में जमी हुई चीजों को आगे बढ़ने से रोका. But that was not there in IMS, I'll say again, because we were having our co-guides even from the modern medicine. as we were having the Institute of Medical Sciences and Faculty of Ayurveda and Faculty of Modern Medicine were under one umbrella. We have got very good. Our work is on E. coli. As a water disinfectants, we use so many herbs, and we get two our co-wides from microbiology department and from PSM department. So along with the support of medicinal chemistry, where we got our extract prepared. So there is not there, and now the ice have melted. Here in Rishikesh AIIMS has got so many projects signed with Patanjali Vishwavidhyalaya, Patanjali Yogpith, with Swami Ramdev's output of their Patanjali Research Center. So now things are getting formulated. The desire our Madan sir is expecting from the say honeymoon with the allopathy and Ayurveda, and it will take place when the scientists will come forward with their innovative thought, and they will definitely reach to a point that whatever, and I think everything is good there in Ayurveda. We have just to project in the understandable language of the world scientist. Now, today's topic submission with the 2-3 sentences is this, that I always say that health for all. They say health for all. And why the development of so many hospitals are there? The fact is this, the Hindi word is Chikitsalaya, the place where the Chikitsa is performed. Aturalaya, the place where the patients are lived. Rugnalaya, again, the place where the rogis are stood, where the health is provided in the hospitals. We say PSC, Primary Health Center. They are providing you the treatment. So we are supposed to develop our houses as swasthalaya, and with all submission, our kitchen is our swasthalaya. As healthy will be kitchen. It will provide the healthy food. As healthy will be the food, the resident of that house will get the healthy health rather, I should say. So it is kitchen, and it reflects to the Treyopastam Ahar Nidra Brahmacharya. So Ahar will be good, things will be good. So with these words, I think our approach that simply vaccination may be helpful, though it is a negative health. Positive health that we are having as an innate one. After it is acquired one. So the innate health is to be continued in a form of the good, nutritive, healthy diet, starting from the mother's milk to all the good preparation. We will be enjoying the health in our house itself. We need not to go to the hospital, and this is what the concept of Swasthya is. Thank you so much. My regards to each and every dignitaries, and special Dr. Pavan Sharma sir. Thank you. Over to Pavan Sharma sir.
Thank you, sir. Nice explanations and blessings. मैं 2 दिनों में आपका सहयोग चाहता हूं. आज की बातें सुन के लगा कि हम लोगों के दिलों में आग बहुत है, वो आग सही जगह पहुंचना चाहिए. तो 2 दिन आ रहे हैं, जिसमें मैं पहले 29 तारीख को है, क्योंकि नए दिन है, मुझे भी सीखने को मिल रहा है. स्टिल नीड टू डू डे, ये है स्टिल नीड टू डू डे, एंड दिस इज परफेक्टली फिट ऑन आवर Ayurveda. So I would like to invite on that day.
Just Namami Gange is the same thing. Still do Namami Gange.
Need to do day. तो आयुर्वेद के लिए 29 तारीख रहेगी. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा मैडम विष्णुप्रिया जी से और रेड्डी साहब से कि जो रिकमेंडेशन उन्होंने दी वो एक नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन बना के यदि वो सबमिट करें तो हम लोग 1 तारीख के दिन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष को वो भेजें. सबसे बढ़िया, बहुत अच्छा. और 30 तारीख को है नेशनल रिजोल्यूशन प्लानिंग डे. उसमें मैं आदरणीय मदन थंगवेलू सर, पीके अग्निहोत्री सर और विष्णु प्रसाद जी से और राजेश जी से आग्रह करूंगा कि हेल्थ रिजोल्यूशन क्या हो अगले साल के लिए. तो वो 30 तारीख को मैं राजेश जी से, मदन सर से और अग्निहोत्री सर से और शर्मा जी से आग्रह करूंगा। और जगदीश्वर जी से, सॉरी मैं भूल गया, जगदीश्वर जी हमारे साथ हैं, तो नेशनल रिजोल्यूशन प्लानिंग डे, क्योंकि जगदीश्वर जी के दिलों में भी आग बहुत है। मैंने ये फील किया है कि उनकी अंतरात्मा कसकती है जब आयुर्वेद पे कुछ भी उल्टा होता है। आई अप्रिशिएट हिज डिमांड and would like to again request you to meet tomorrow on PK पैथोलॉजिस्ट पेल डे है। तो आयुर्वेद की पैथोलॉजी में डॉक्टर डीबी वाजपेयी कानपुर में एक पैथोलॉजी का इक्विपमेंट बनाया, और उस दिन पैथोलॉजी के ऊपर डॉक्टर निशा कुमारी फ्रॉम बेंगलोर विल स्पीक ऑन 15th इंटरनेशनल टी डे इज देयर, टी डे। तो मैं टी की तो बात नहीं कर सकता, लेकिन मेडिकेटेड हर्बल टी इसमें बोलेंगे बासव तुलसी जी और डॉक्टर पूनम गुप्ता जी और डॉक्टर संग्राम केसरी फ्रॉम गोवा।
सर मेरे पास एक ब्राजील से, सर मेरे पास एक ब्राजील से दो लेडीज है, वो टी पर काम कर रही हैं, चाय पर। आई वुड जस्ट लाइक टू इन्फॉर्म हर, शी केम हरिद्वार फॉर कलेक्शन ऑफ सो मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ मिलेट्स एंड टी। If it could be possible.
दीजिए तुरंत
But she is very weak in English. The problem is this. You just send me the.
दर्शन स्पर्शन प्रश्न अपन तो बिना आप मरीज का चेहरा देख के पहचान जाएंगे सर।
He's a great worker. I'll just communicate. Okay.
Thank you. On 17th again unique program, Health Device Day, because National Device Appreciation Day is there. So on that day, one health device is innovated, Turya, by Pune persons, Turya. So that will be a demonstrated excellent device, just like yesterday's program on apps. We will be eagerly waiting for that program. So thank you very much. Have blessings. Thank you. Good night to all. Excellent session today. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good night. Namaskar.